And now I'd like to show you my version of sweet and sour pork. For this, you'll need 12 ounces of lean pork cut into 1-inch cubes. And then you need to marinate the pork in 1 tablespoon of rice wine, or use dry share if you can't get rice wine, 1 tablespoon of light soy sauce, and about ½ a teaspoon of salt. Mix that very well together and let it sit for about 20 minutes. Then make a batter with 1 whole egg mixed in with 2 tablespoons of corn flour. Be sure to mix that very well. As you can see, it's a very light batter. Then remove the meat from the marinade with a slotted spoon, leaving the marinade behind. Then mix that very well to coat the pieces of pork with the batter. The next step is to deep fry the pork, and for this you can use a wok or a chip pan or a deep fat fryer. And the pork should look like this when it's been properly deep fried. And this only takes a couple of minutes. And as you can see, it's a very light batter, and I think a good sweet and sour pork should be like this. It should never be too doughy nor greasy. Then drain it on kitchen paper. Now I'm going to make the sweet and sour sauce. But first, I'm going to show you the vegetables that will go in the sweet and sour sauce. For this, you need 2 ounces of green pepper, 2 ounces of red pepper, 2 ounces of spring onions, and 2 ounces of carrots blanched for about 4 minutes in boiling water. As you can see, most of the vegetables have been cut more or less to the size of the pork. This will allow the dish to look very harmonious, and all the vegetables will cook nice and evenly. The last ingredient is 3 ounces of lychee. This is a nice Chinese fruit, and you can buy it in tins, and you can find it at most supermarkets. If you can't get it, you can substitute fresh orange segments, which will be very nice also. Now I'm going to make my sweet and sour sauce. For this, I'm using 5 fluid ounces of chicken stock, and to that I'm going to add the seasonings. 1 tablespoon of light soy sauce, about ½ a teaspoon of salt, vinegar, 1½ tablespoon of vinegar. You can use Chinese white rice vinegar or cider vinegar. About 1 tablespoon of tomato paste, and this will add a very nice color to the sauce. Mix that around. And finally, 1 tablespoon of sugar. And this will, of course, be the sweet to go in the sweet and sour sauce. Next, add the vegetables. This is very colorful. And look at, I love the different colors of this. Mix that very well together. And as that is cooking, I want to show you a traditional Chinese type of thickening sauce. This is a binder which I'm going to put inside the sauce, and it's made with 1 teaspoon of corn flour combined with 1 teaspoon of water. And you need to give this a stir right before you add it to the sauce. Stir that around, and then add it to your sweet and sour sauce. Mix that very well, and be sure to let it come to a boil. This is very important because this will cook out the starch and making the sauce nice and smooth, and so it can cover the pieces of pork and the vegetables. When this comes to a boil like that, add the pork. Mix that around, and then add the lychee. Oh, it looks very colorful indeed. Very nice. And all you need to do at this point is just let the pork and the lychee warm through, and you're ready to serve it. And believe me, it tastes as good as it looks. And that's sweet and sour pork from southern China.